Texan Abroad, coming at you with a different concept this week. I was going to go ahead and give a fair warning before we start the video, though, that we are going to deal with some sensitive topics here, including the monorail crash that happened on July 5th, 2009 at Walt Disney World. I feel it's important to go ahead and give that as a preface before we start the video. So if you have any issues with death or accident scenes, there's not any blood or gore. There will be a couple of pictures of the actual accident, but that's just the monorails. If you have any issue with that, please, stop the video, move on. I don't want to cause any issues with people, but I do feel it is important to give the background on this before I go into the video, because it does have to deal with something I captured on one of my ride videos. So please enjoy, and here we go. As y'all know, back in October, we took a family vacation to Walt Disney World for their 50th anniversary. And we brought back lots of memories, pictures, videos, COVID. It was our first big trip since starting my YouTube channel, so I wanted to make sure I caught as much content as possible. When I was going through stuff to get videos edited and set up, I made a really startling discovery that I'll present to you later. For now, I'm going to give you a backstory on a tragedy that I was unaware of until I did some investigating to try and explain what I captured on video. Again, we're going to get into some pretty serious stuff here, so viewer discretion is advised. So a bit of a little backstory on the monorail system at Walt Disney World. Each train is assigned a specific color, which dictates what track it's going to be assigned to that day. On July 5th, 2009, though, during a failed track switchover from the EPCOT monorail line onto the Magic Kingdom Express line, Monorail Pink backed into Monorail Purple at the Transportation and Ticket Center station, killing Monorail Purple's pilot, a 21-year-old senior at Stetson University. Over the past 50 years of the monorail system operating at Walt Disney World, there have only been 8 instances of accidents or anything involving any monorail vehicles. This is the only instance where someone has died, though. After an investigation by the National Transportation and Safety Board, it was determined that the accident was caused by the shop panel's operator failure to properly align the switch beam before the monorail train was directed to reverse through it. Disney was fined $44,000 for safety violations by OSHA related to the accident. On October 15th of 2009, there were reports that a new monorail train would be constructed from the undamaged cars remaining from monorails Pink and Purple. The new monorail train would take on the color teal, and out of respect, the previous colors used, purple and pink, would be retired. So this is an absolutely heartbreaking story. A life lost from what appeared to be a simple error by somebody. The really crazy part was I had no idea about this story when I boarded Monorail Teal on October 4th, 2021 for a trip to the Ticket Transportation Center and back to EPCOT. My family and I had spent most of the day going from Hollywood Studios to EPCOT via the Disney Skyliner. For those of y'all that don't know, those are cable cars that nonstop run between the two theme parks. The issues the Skyliners have had is for a whole other video, but thankfully nobody's been seriously hurt. We had an exhausting day and decided that since my 3-year-old had fallen asleep in her stroller, that we'd board the monorail and take a trip to cool off. Let her sleep and enjoy what is actually a very relaxing trip. Enjoying the ride there and back was nice. Not many people in the car with us, so my wife and I just chatted, of course, through our masks. As we got closer to EPCOT, I decided I'd get out my gimbal to record the view going around EPCOT before we got off at the park entrance. I recorded the journey around, occasionally speaking softly to my wife as to not be too loud over the announcements that have become pretty iconic for any Disney fan. We made our circle, disembarked, and continued out through the day. There was nothing strange or out of the ordinary in real time. So our vacation comes to a close and we head back to Central Texas, back home. Back to the real world. Like I said in the first part of the video, though, we brought back a lot of souvenirs, which included COVID. This isn't a video about COVID, so to keep things short, everyone is fine and recovered quickly. The reason I bring it up at all is because it delayed me going through my videos for upload. Finally, I started uploading videos of rides such as shameless self-plug, Rise of the Resistance, and The People Mover, which you can find on my channel. While lying in bed, I decided to check out my monorail video to prepare it for upload to YouTube. That's when I heard it. So without further ado, I present to you the full, uncut, unedited version of the video. Listen closely and tell me if you hear a voice say red, blue, right at the beginning of the video.
You go sleep with me.
So there you have it. As you can hear in the video, there is conversation softly going on in the car, but nothing to the level of sound that that voice makes. To me, it almost sounds like it's right in the microphone. You know, it wasn't until I was doing the research on the accident of the monorail and realized that there may be something to this, and then coming to the realization, red and blue together make purple. Hey guys, just wanted to thank you all for watching this first attempt at a research topic and presentation of evidence. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Please know this is not to try and benefit from the death of the young man. This is purely for just informative and entertainment purposes. Again, thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and y'all stay rowdy.